Hello, podcast listeners. We know podcasts are a great way to catch up on a program that you may have missed on KSJE, and it's provided as a free service of this radio station. But, KSJE is now listener-supported, and so while you enjoy this podcast, we hope that you'll also take some time to join KSJE. Become a member today. It's quite easy to do. Just go to our website at ksje.com/support and pick the level of support that best matches your budget. Thanks again for listening. Here's your podcast. Let me turn to my guest, who is here with me this morning. The one and only Jamie Church is here from the Farmington Chamber of Commerce. Good morning.
Good morning.
Thank you for being here.
Yes, thank you so much for having me.
You bet. It's great to have you here. You're here every month, which is a good thing because there's always stuff going on every month with you.
So. There is. So it's nice to have this opportunity to share everything going on.
That's
with the
true.
Community, so with all your listeners.
That's very true. And we're both here with our coffee mugs, everybody. While we're on our little two-shot, we can show what we're looking at here, our new Farmington Chamber coffee mug. So I'm a proud member of the Farmington Chamber, so
that's right.
That's how I got that. So,
that's right.
Yeah.
Yep.
So that is just one of the goodies you get from membership, correct?
Exactly.
With the Farmington Chamber.
And this is a great time to become a member because we are getting ready to publish our next relocation magazine that will be for the remainder of 2019 and all of 2020. Which is hard to say, 2020, can't even believe it.
Oh my gosh, I know.
I know. So what that means is all of our chamber members are listed in the Relocation magazine. And so you're in there both by alphabetically as well as by industry. So KSJE, for example, as a member, will be in there twice under radio stations as well as alphabetically. And that's the first time we've done this.
Nice.
We always had our members listed in the Relocation magazine, but we're trying to give our members as much promotion as we possibly can. So we are listing them in there twice. But if, it's a print publication, so
right.
Which means we won't be printing it again for probably another year and a half. So if you've ever thought about becoming a chamber member, this is the perfect time to do it so that you are in that Relocation magazine. And what we do with that is when people call the chamber and say they're coming either to visit or they're interested in relocating to the area, we send them that magazine. We also have them in the chamber. We take them to different hotels and different places in town, over to the Convention and Visitors Bureau. Realtors' offices have them. So it's a great time to join the chamber.
Right.
And we are also right now, for all of our new and our renewing members, we're giving away one free ad in our weekly chamber newsletter that goes out to all of our members. So it's a really great time. If you've ever thought about it, do it now so you're listed in that Relocation magazine. So
good idea.
Yes.
And you print, I don't know how many you print every year, but you send
thousands.
them out, right?
Yes, 7,000, something like that.
Yeah,
8,000,
so
a lot.
There you go. That's right.
A lot. So.
And a lot of folks have gone online, and you have it online too, do you not?
We do. It's we have a PDF version of it on our website.
Okay.
So on our website, which is chamber@gofarmington.com, we have our member directory. So you can search, again, by industry, or if you know the name of the business, you can search there to get their link, their address, their phone number. So the Farmington Relocation magazine is also included on the website. So if somebody wants to look at the PDF version of it, they can do that too. So,
but you still send them out by mail for folks who want the hard copy.
And right now, since we've done such a big push with our retirement committee that we have, Retire Northwest New Mexico, that's, we want to have those relocation magazines have a nice section on retiring in Farmington or the region, Aztec, because Aztec and Bloomfield also collaborated with us on the retirement committee, so I don't want to leave them out. But if there are people interested in retiring in this area, we're going to have a whole spread on the things that we have to do for retirees, including a big one of those is San Juan College, because a lot of retirees want to take those encore classes and those, continuing education and the community learning. So we're really, San Juan College is a big part of that attracts people here for retirement.
Which is great. So
exactly.
we know how important it is to have in our community.
Yes.
So that's wonderful. So that's going on, and you'll accept new memberships. When are you going to go to press? Do you have a deadline?
Well, yes.
Yes and no.
I have a deadline. I'm working to get it to the printer by the end of September.
Okay.
So
there you go, everybody.
Because it takes time to compile everything. In addition to our members, we want to have information about the city, the numbers you need, like the new water park or the museum. So if you're thinking about relocating here, what are the things you're going to want to know? You're going to want to know maybe VA services or senior centers.
Right.
You know, what are the numbers for the area senior centers? The city, what are the numbers for the electric utilities but so that takes time to get all that information, but,
Sure.
And photos. I want great photos for it, so I'm taking a lot of time right now with Jonathan at my office, who does all of our photos, and picking
The very
best
talented
ones.
Jonathan
The very
Bacon, we should
talented
mention.
Bacon.
Yes, right.
Yes. So he's going through all of our photos that we've taken, and we want to make sure that we pick the right one for the cover and things like that. So
Nice.
it just takes time.
Yeah, but a nice plus for your members.
Exactly. And again, you know, if you're a restaurant in town and you're thinking, wow, I've thought about joining the chamber, you should join the chamber. This is the time to do it. So you're listed in that magazine.
Right.
Otherwise, even if you join later, you wouldn't be in the magazine. You'd still be on our website and things, but you wouldn't be in the relocation magazine until we do the publication again. So,
Right.
Yeah. Anyway.
Good point.
time.
Right. Or you should just be a renewing member, and you should never drop off. You should
No.
always renew, and then you won't have to
get
worry
a
about it.
Free ad, too.
That's
So
right.
It's a great time.
See?
We love our members.
There you
So-
go. That's true. Speaking of coffee and community, there is an event going on tomorrow, which is kind of related to the chamber, but it's also a separate
Yes.
entity, but it is the Focus on Farmington Coffee
Yes.
event that I know you know
Yes.
all about it.
It's going to be huge. So tomorrow is, as you mentioned, Focus on Farmington Coffee, and it's going to be at the Bisti Bay Water Park.
If you haven't been there yet,
And,
this is your opportunity.
This is your opportunity. So wear flip-flops so you can stick your toes in the water. But we're going to have our coffee there. It starts at 8 a.m. It's free. This one's getting a lot of sharing and attention, so it's going to be a very well-attended one, I believe. So please join us, 8 a.m. tomorrow at Bisti Bay Water Park. If you don't know where that is, it's on Dustin. And I think it's going to be
Dustin
great.
20th, right?
Dustin and 20th.
And you'll have coffee?
Coffee. I'm
Okay.
picking up a large container of coffee.
They're not going to fill
tomorrow
the
morning.
pool with coffee. It's not
No,
going to do that for you.
But we partner with Durango Joe's on this, and so I'll be at Durango Joe's bright and early, picking up a massive
Yes, you will.
container of coffee.
Okay, and these are always great events, and
There.
again, they are designed to kind of promote what's positive about
Exactly.
Farmington, what's
I can't
going
think of anything more
on.
positive right now than the Bisti Bay Water.
I know, especially
So-
when it's going to be 95 degrees. So
So
it's getting a lot of use, I know.
We have had a great time with these coffees, just
Yeah.
moving them around to different locations and highlighting things, and it's just great. And we get so many positive people, and everybody shows up, and everybody's in a great mood, and I think it's a really great start to the day. And like you said, it's not officially a chamber event. It was something I was doing before I went on board with the chamber,
Right.
but it's a natural fit. And we're all about connecting commerce to community, and
I've
what a
heard that.
better way. Yeah, that's our tagline. I don't know if you noticed, it's on the front of our
It's on the coffee mugs,
mugs.
everybody. That's right.
So I can't forget it.
No.
But I mean, that is community. And even if they don't join the chamber, which I hope they will, at least they can get a sense of what's going on in the community, and maybe it's volunteering, or maybe it's just meeting new people. So very positive hour.
Definitely.
So
Right.
Please come if you haven't. I had somebody post on Facebook, well, I want to go. And I
Just
said,
go.
well, it's welcome.
Yeah.
Everybody's welcome.
That's
It's
right.
free coffee. We're not going to sign you up for anything. We're not
No.
going to sell you anything.
That's right.
So
Exactly. Just show up and drink some coffee.
show up,
and
drink
say
some
hello to
coffee.
people. And
Exactly.
that's it. And originally it was designed to have kind of a way for newcomers to the
Yes.
community to come and meet others
Yes.
and learn more what's going on. And that's still part of what this is for as well, but it's also for some of us old timers to just go
Exactly.
and see people we haven't seen in a month.
Well, and see things in a new light. I mean, I think when we started it, it was to welcome new people to the area, and that is still what it is for.
Mm-hmm.
But as often happens, you start something in one way and it evolves, and you realize, oh, wait a minute, there are a lot of people that have lived in Farmington for 20 years that have never been to some of these locations, or they have lived here for 20 years, but they're in a career transition, they're wanting to meet new people, or they've retired, they want to volunteer. And so it just sort of encompassed everybody. And we still usually ask for a show of hands for people that are new, either to Farmington or have never been to a coffee before. And that's not so that we can, like I said, like sign you up for something, but we want to welcome you. We want to make sure that we are, saying hello to you, good morning
Right.
to you, and connecting with you. So it's just a fun event. I love it. It's always a great something I look forward to, and then afterwards I'm just hyped, the rest of the day because it's so positive. So.
And again, they move around every month. So if this is the first time you're hearing about it, you have to kind of follow the Focus on Farmington Facebook page to hear about, or listen to this radio program to hear about where it's going to be each and every month, and show up. And it's usually on a Wednesday, usually about the second Wednesday of the month.
It's always on a Wednesday, sometimes the second, sometimes the third, depending on my schedule and holidays and things like that. But it is always on a Wednesday. And next month I'm still working on, so I won't say too much about it right now because I'm still confirming things. But we do have them every month, and every location is great.
So what we say in this business is stay tuned, everybody, of where it's going to be in September.
Yes, and like the Facebook page, because that's where I post it. And we do now share it on our chamber newsletter too. So
you can do that. Another reason to become a member.
If you're a member.
So you get the newsletter. See, there's all these things. It's a theme this morning, everybody. So that's the Focus on Farmington Coffee, but I know there's tons of other chamber events that are coming up too, right?
Yes. So we've been doing our Socials and Speakers series, which has been great.
Right.
So our first 3 speakers were Brent Garcia with Film Four Corners, and then we had T. Greg Marion, of course, from Marion Oil and Gas and the Marion Foundation. And then last month in July, our speaker was Joe Lloyd from Durango Joe's Coffee. We knew August.
Wow, you're really getting the slouches in on this
series.
I know. These people, but okay.
Who are those people? I don't know. Never heard of them.
Wow.
So we took August off because with the San Juan County Fair, a little plug for the fair.
Yeah, this week. That's right.
And then also back to school, and we just knew August was going to be a tough month. So we took August off, and we come back in September with Sheila Matthews, who's the president of Four Corners Community Bank. And I think that Sheila is the only woman bank president in the state of New Mexico. Now, I might be wrong on that, and you might get calls correcting me on that.
Well, that's
so
okay.
let me know.
That's all right.
Send them my way. But anyway, she is
if she's not the only one, she's one of very few. Yes, exactly. We can say that with pretty much confidence.
Will be our September speaker.
She has a great story to tell. I remember when she was a graduation speaker here at San Juan College, and I was just amazed because I didn't know a lot about her background. I knew certainly that she was the president of the bank, but I didn't really know about how she got there. And so,
I'm very excited
great story
to have her. And when we started the Socials and Speakers, I started realizing I had a lot of men that lined up, and I was like, we have amazing women in this community too. I need to get some of those lined up. So Sheila's our speaker for September, and then we have our networking coffee, which is our professionals networking coffee, and it happens the 4th Thursday of every month. So that's coming up next Thursday.
Okay.
I think. Right.
I think that's true. And it's a little earlier, right? It's 7:30.
It's 7:30. 7:30 to 8:30, so that people can attend and still get to the office by 9.
Right.
And it is always at the new Durango Joe's, the one with the waterfall, upstairs on that great patio and inside. And that again is another free coffee. Yeah, that's the East Main.
Go-To Plaza.
Yes. Go-To Plaza.
Yeah.
I just call it Durango Joe's on the east side.
That's okay.
That's how I tell people.
But
the far east side.
There you
there's other ones close by there too.
Right.
Anyway, the one with the waterfall.
Yes.
So that is another free coffee. I try to make these things either free or very affordable. And it's upstairs. It's just a networking coffee. Anyone is welcome. And it's great. So that's coming up next Thursday.
Okay.
And then we have Business After Hours, which is happening on August 22nd. And this is one of our most popular Business After Hours. It's hosted by AVI Mountain West Insurance.
Just across the street over here from San Juan College.
And they do a lot of really fun, they have a lot of different vendors.
Isn't there like a football theme?
Yes, a football theme. No, it's a golf theme this year.
Oh,
putting.
Golf.
They're going to have a little putting green.
Okay.
So it's a golf theme this year.
Right.
And starts at 5 o'clock, 5 to 7. And it's just a great time. And you go around to each of the little booths and you get a thing marked, and they have great prizes, and they'll do the putting contest. So again, that is August 22nd. And earlier that day, on the 22nd, we have a lunch and learn at the Chamber, and it's going to be from the workforce development. We've had it in our workforce connections. I know I'm drawing a blank on it. Workforce.
Okay.
So
it's a workforce lunch and learn.
Workforce lunch and learn.
We can say that. There we go.
It's sometimes hard to remember all the
It's early.
things.
I understand. And
so,
you've already been to one other event this morning.
I know, it's in the newsletter.
I'm like your second stop.
So anyway, it's in the Chamber newsletter, which we also share on our Facebook page.
Okay.
So Lunch and Learn, Jeannie Winchell is our presenter, and so that will be on the 22nd. That is a brown bag event at the Chamber, and so if you're interested, please call me, and I will get you all the information.
There you go.
drawing a blank on it right now.
That's okay. But the number you can call is...
During the break, I might be on our chamber Facebook page.
There you go.
Get the
That's
newsletter.
true. Except we're not going to take a break this morning unless we need to.
Oh, no.
We can take a break if we need to.
We're good.
But if you want to call the chamber and get on the list, you can do that. And the number is 325...
325-0279.
There you go.
Yes, call. And if you are an employer and you're looking at workforce development or anything to do with your employees and workforce, this would be a good one to go to.
Right.
So, and it's free. And
There
it's
you
an
go.
hour. And so it's great information. And so why not take advantage of that? So we have lunch and learns that happen periodically. And now we have a new one called Business at Breakfast, because we do have some presenters that would like to come in, and the lunch thing doesn't always work. So now we're introducing a new morning one, which is our Business at Breakfast. So we'll have some of those as well.
Okay.
So, exciting.
There you go. And again, you get all that information from the newsletter and by
Yes.
calling the chamber,
And by calling the
following the chamber Facebook page.
Yes.
All that information.
So we really do try to get the information out there to all of our members and everybody who might be interested in the best way we can. And sometimes we're not sure what the best way is. Is everybody out
Obviously
on Facebook?
KSJE, but besides
But I
us,
mean
I
KSJE.
understand.
Obviously,
Yes.
obviously, Scott.
Right.
But
No, you're
so
right.
KSJE,
It is
Facebook,
sure.
our newsletter. I mean, we try to put it out there as much as we
But
can.
I think
and-
marketing for anybody is an ongoing
It is.
and evolving issue for folks.
It
So
is.
how do you get your message out to people? I would love it if everybody listened to us on the
Right.
mornings every day, but I know they don't because they
Right.
have lives and they're busy and they may catch us tomorrow or on Facebook or on YouTube or what
Mm-hmm.
have you, but it's an ongoing issue. I know for businesses too, and so this is what you're talking about.
Right, exactly. And so what we're trying to do is have the chamber be sort of a hub of people letting us know what's going on, not
Right.
only with chamber things, but other things, so that we can then help connect them to what's going on in the community. So the more I know about what's going on, and the more my members stop by and visit with me and get to know me and share with me what what they have going on in their businesses, the more that I can help to promote that. And I have to make sure I mention the Chili in October Challenge, because
Yes.
this is going to be huge this year.
You are really,
I don't know why I made the segue to that, why I started thinking chili.
that's okay.
But
you want to let
Yes.
people know about it.
I do, because
And this
this
is
is a big
important,
year. Mm-hmm.
right? Because those folks in Colorado seem to have some
seem to
misconception
think, yes.
that their chili is on par with New Mexico chili.
Yes.
And you have to
exactly.
decide
So this
this.
is the year. If you're
Yeah.
going to cook, this is the year to do it. So Colorado and New Mexico are in a friendly chili war. I'm going to make sure I say friendly. And the governors have sort of thrown down the gauntlet to each other and challenged each other. So I've taken that, and we do a Chili in October challenge. It's going to be October 5th at Berg Park, and we are really asking people to cook, and also if they know people in Colorado, either individual home cooks or restaurants that might want to be part of this fun event, to let them know. We'll have cooks forums at the Cave. I've already got them there at the Cave Men's Grooming. We have them, of course, at the Chamber. We will have them over at the Chili Pod, and then we will also have them at the Durango Chamber of Commerce and the Carver's Restaurant
Okay,
in
good.
Durango.
Right.
There is you can cook and compete in red chili, green chili, pozole is our new category this year, or home style. And it is just a super fun event. There is no fee to be a cook because you have to buy all your ingredients. So we
Right.
want to make sure we make it easy for the cooks. You come to Berg Park that morning. We have a cooks meeting at 7 a.m. and then you start cooking. And then at 11 o'clock, we open the gates and people come in and taste. And then they vote their people's choice. We also have judges for the red and the green chili. It's a blind judging. We go around and take samples and give them to our judges, and then they taste and vote, and there's cash prizes. We also have the Family Affair Band playing again for those of you who came to our Music on the Pond event. And we got such great feedback on the band. So there are live music for the event. And then I'm really excited because Jake and Distill is bringing his whole like Oktoberfest beer garden, and it will be down at the Chili in October. So we will have a beer garden, all the chili, and then the live music. So it
Nice.
is going to be a great event. So
And bragging rights for the
Bragging
state that
rights.
wins the
Yes.
top
Right.
chili, right?
So the thing is, this is going to be fun in two ways, because if we get Colorado cooks here and they don't win, then we have bragging rights.
Right.
If we don't get any Colorado cooks, then we can just say they were too scared to compete because they knew we were going to win, and so they didn't show up. So either way, it's a win-win.
See?
But I do have one fun thing. And
Now, what
have
you thought about the possibility that the Colorado cook could win with
that's gonna
Colorado
happen.
chili?
That can't happen. That's
Okay.
not going to happen, Scott.
All right. I'm just
So
sorry.
if it does, then we'll have a rematch the following
see.
year. We'll have like
Okay.
a traveling trophy.
Right.
So then they'll get the trophy and they can display it, and then we'll just have to gear up for the next year.
Okay.
So I do have a fun thing. We've got about 4 or 5 fire departments that are going to be competing this year. So they're going to have their own little section, like
Nice.
the 5-alarm chili
Right.
section.
Okay.
But that is going to be really fun. So
And those guys know how to cook.
yeah, they do.
Yeah.
I know it's going to be a blast. So, of all the years, if you have ever thought about it, and like I said, home cooks, home cooks, restaurants, individuals,
open to everyone,
nonprofits,
right? Yeah.
About 1,000 people, between 800 and 1,000 people, if you have a booth, will walk past your booth. So if you're a business and you're like, we're trying to market, this is probably why my brain went that way. If you're trying to market your business, why not? It's free to enter. You get a booth. You can decorate it with however you want. You can hand out things to the people as they stop by to taste your chili. You can name your chili after your business or your nonprofit or whatever. So it's a great opportunity.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well.
So call us at the chamber. We'll get you a cook's form.
There you go. And
Or I think they might be on our website too. But
there you can check it out as
I
well.
can check it
But you really want to get some Colorado cooks to
Yes.
compete just to see how they do. I
yes,
think.
and so I'm going to be,
Would be nice.
writing some press releases. In fact, I'm supposed to
Okay.
be doing that and getting those done this week. So I'll be sending press releases out to you, of
Good.
course. Also KOBF in Albuquerque, because there's been a lot of chatter about it in Albuquerque.
Oh, yeah.
And of course, the Daily Times, and then also the Durango Herald. We'll
Sure.
probably put some notices in the Durango Herald asking for cooks to come up and compete.
Right.
And also Ignacio, Cortez, and all of those areas. Ignacio actually holds a chili competition 2 weeks before ours. So what I'm hoping is that their champion will come and compete in ours as
That would
well.
be nice.
So I'm trying to work that out. So it's just a fun regional, let's involve everybody.
Sure.
And let's have a good time with this.
And I suppose you could still be a Colorado cook and use New Mexico chili.
No, you have to show me the receipt that you got your chili from Colorado. Because
Okay.
that's the whole thing, is they're saying Pueblo chili is better
Well,
than
I know,
Hatch,
right?
New Mexico.
But
so
if you're a chef and you want to use the best, wouldn't it be
no,
okay
if you're
for a chef
cooking
to
for
use?
Colorado and you want the Colorado bragging rights, you have to show me your receipt.
Oh, I
You
see.
bought your chili in Colorado.
Okay, all right.
And our New Mexico cooks have to show me their receipt that they bought their chili in New Mexico.
I see. Okay.
So I'll be going around checking. Because
and she'll do it, too.
Because you
Don't-
can't say
don't-
it's Colorado chili if you use New Mexico chili.
Right. No,
So,
I understand.
yeah.
You want it to be
So,
legit.
I want it to be legit.
But I'm just saying, if you're any chef worth your salt, you would probably use New Mexico chili.
Yes.
Even if
And-
you worked in Colorado.
So the
because
reason
you know
and
that
the
it's
reason
best.
I've gotten in Carver's involved, because I don't know if you've seen Carver's Brewing just did a blind taste
Right.
chili thing in their restaurant, and Colorado chili won, beat out.
What?
I know. So that's why I'm involving
make sense.
Carver's in this. Like, okay, let's do a rematch, and let's,
Okay.
I don't
All right.
know who was cooking up there, and I don't know if it was. I'm not sure
Yeah.
how that could have possibly happened, but I'm sure it was just a
fluke.
fluke.
Yeah.
So
Got a bad batch or something. Or
Right,
it was maybe
so-
from last season. That's probably
Exactly.
what they did.
so
Got it out of the
Carver's
freezer and
I love
served
how
it.
if anybody from Carver's is listening right now, they're probably going, "What is she talking about?" But I have actually talked to the manager, and we will have cooks forums, and we're hoping they'll do some fun things,
Yeah.
helping us to promote it.
I
So,
hope they will.
yeah. Anyway, so cash prizes, live music, beer garden, chili. Oh, and it's at Burke Park, so it's along the river there. So it is always just
Great
the
time.
most fun day.
Yeah.
You will leave going, that was a blast.
And it's October 5th,
October
that
5th.
Saturday, right?
October
Is
5th.
Coming up. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Kind of.
Well, it's
So
still a
what
little
else?
ways away, but it's coming. It's getting there. So, very good.
What else have we got?
Anything else? I noticed a story about a couple of new businesses opening there. The construction we see at Main and Browning Parkway, I
Yes.
think, that's been identified as what, a Verizon store and,
And
a
Planet Fitness.
Planet Fitness is coming.
And I always, sometimes I have a little.
So everyone that's
hint.
complained about all the fast food places coming in, now we have a new fitness
Yes,
place
we
coming
do.
in.
So
So you see it, they
Eat the
all.
fast food, go work out.
There you go.
So I always have a little hint of what's coming in, but I like to wait till the businesses are ready to announce it themselves. And
Sure.
so it's out now. The cat
Yeah.
is out of the bag. I've seen posts on Facebook. So I've already been in communication with them about the chamber. Another business I'm really excited about is the Fly High trampoline park that's right next to Defined Fitness.
Okay.
This is going to be an epic ribbon cutting because I want to get all the red coats on the trampolines and get them jumping.
Okay.
And then have video.
Yes.
I have great vision for this, but very excited about that.
Right.
What a fun concept. So
I saw, actually, speaking of Facebook, a picture of you practicing on your trampoline skills not too long ago.
Yes, my trampoline skills.
So I'm glad to see that you're practicing.
Yes, we have family in Denver. We were recently in Denver for the Billy Joel concert, which was amazing, and they have a trampoline. Haven't been on a trampoline in 40 years. It's safe to say.
Wow.
40 years. But it was there, and the little nieces and nephews wanted me to jump on the trampoline, so I got on the trampoline.
Aunt Jamie, there
and
you go.
It was very fun.
Good for
I'll
you.
tell you what, it's a good workout.
I bet.
So if you are looking for something fun, and again, Fly High hasn't even opened yet, so I don't know what they're going to have there, but what a fun thing.
But this is a business that is going to have trampolines. And other things that you for kids, for adults, for teens.
Exactly.
So,
probably parties and things like that. I just think it's so great to see all these fun things and different things coming to Farmington. The water park. I mean, that is beautiful. If you have not been to Bistai Bay, come tomorrow because it's free. You get the coffee and just come check it out so you know what's going on.
That's true. And you'll see it, and you can check it out if you haven't been, and you can find out, how it works and what's available. And, there's so many things for all ages, I would say.
That's right.
And if you're a fan of the old Brookside pool, there's still a lap swimming option.
And next year they'll have the water slides in. I know that photo has what's there now. But
it's one of the lower slides, but they're going to have really tall slides
next
there, too,
year.
which are really going to shoot you into the
Exactly.
water. So
it'll be fun.
It will be fun.
And then yesterday we had Randy West come speak at our Red Coat Luncheon, and he, of course, is the new director of the Civic Center. And the musicals and the programs he has coming on are just amazing. And so the quality of life here, there are a lot of people that are working so hard to bring these things to Farmington, to improve the quality of life, to work on the outdoor recreation, to, attend these public meetings that were presented a couple weeks ago by PNM on the San Juan generating station and the methane rulings. And, these were well attended by concerned people that are trying to do everything we can to help Farmington stay the great place it is for everybody. So I just applaud everybody. I mean, from the mayor to Tanya at CVB, from Four Corners Economic Development, the Chamber, we are all working so hard together, and I think it's great.
That's true.
You helping us to spread all this information out.
It's
I know.
important.
That's right. You were the moderator.
And we know that our community is in transition, and so it's important that, and I know as people don't have a lot of free time, but if you can try to be engaged with at least a show like this, or if you can't attend a 5-hour public hearing, I understand that.
Right.
But at least to kind of be aware of what's going on in these conversations, so kind of which way we're moving. But we're definitely moving, and it's kind of grab on or you get left behind kind of a thing.
And I do want to give a little plug if I have time, because today is the Convention and Visitors Bureau, our Farmington Action Team meeting at 11 o'clock. And it has, and anybody is welcome to attend that. And you really hear about all the different things going on, and you see all the events coming up, and you know how hard the CVB is working, and their message is getting out there. They just shared yesterday in a magazine article that was written, and that came from when the team went up to Denver for the outdoor recreation show. And a great article was written on what we're doing to try to promote the outdoor industry and all the opportunity here. So if you want to come to the Action Team meeting, it's at 11 o'clock today at the museum, I think.
Right.
But
check it out.
You can check it out. It's great.
And see what they do. But
free meeting.
That's how they decide what events are jolt-worthy in the months to come, right? They all vote on these things.
Exactly, which is why I was a tad late, because I wanted to get our Chili in October event
You've got to get it up there, of course.
So it could be voted to be jolt-worthy.
But you weren't late. You're right on time. Perfect. Jamie, thanks for coming in. Always a lot of information from you.
Take a deep breath.
That's right.
That was a lot.
That was a lot. But
all right.
You're a busy lady. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Jamie Church from the Farmington Chamber of Commerce. We will see her and hopefully you tomorrow at the Focus on Farmington Coffee event at the new Bistai Bay Water Park at 20th and Dustin in Farmington beginning at 8 a.m. And I'll be back with more in just a moment, everyone. The time is 8:40 a.m. on Tuesday. Did you enjoy that podcast? We hope that you did. And if you did, share it with your friends. And if you really want to keep podcasts like this coming, please support KSJE. You can do it easily online at ksje.com.